Hello, good morning, my dear students. I am Mrs. Hiba Hassan, and this is our first session for the story Dr. Dolittle. Before we start the story, we need to know some elements. Each story has some elements, and we need to know them first. Okay, what are the story elements? The first element is the title of the story. What do we mean by the title? It's the name of the story. It means the name of the story. So each story we study has a name or has a title. Our story this year called Dr. Dolittle. The second element is the author. What does it mean, author? The author means the writer of the story, the person who writes this story. Okay. The author of our story this year is Hugh Lofting. Okay, let's revise again. The title means the name of the story. The author is the writer of the story. The writer of the story, Dr. Dolittle, is Hugh Lofting. Okay, then we have the setting. What does it mean, the setting? It means the place and the time of the story. Where did the story happen and when did it happen? Okay, these are the elements. We have one more important element, which is the characters. The characters are the people or the animals of the story who are making the actions or the events. Some of them are main characters, which the story is talking about, and some of them are not important, so we don't mention them. The main characters here in this story are, first, Dr. Dolittle, second, Dab Dab, Polynesia, Jip, Gub Gub, and Tutu. As you see these animals here, they are the main characters of the story. Okay, let's start chapter 1 and see what happened in this chapter. First of all, we need to know where did Dr. Dolittle live. Dr. Dolittle lived in a small town called Puddleby. As you see in the picture, a town is a small city which has a large of green areas, okay? He lived in a small town called Puddleby. He lived in a small house with a large garden. Can you guess why did he need a large garden? Yes, exactly. As you see in the first page for the character, the previous page, it shows us many animals with Dr. Dolittle, so he needs a garden to keep these animals in. Okay, he loved animals and animals loved him. Dr. Dolittle had many animals and many people didn't like that. So he didn't have many patients. Okay, what does it mean, the word patient? Patient, as you see here in the picture, is the sick people. Patients are the sick people. The patient is the sick guy, okay? So as he is a doctor, he's supposed to receive or to have many patients, but he didn't. Can you tell me why? Let's go back to the last sentence and see. Many people didn't like that. They mean they didn't like the animals in his house, so they didn't go to visit him. Okay. Dr. Dolittle had 5 favorite animals. Do you remember the previous picture? Okay. Do you remember Dab Dab? Dab Dab is a duck. Tutu is an owl. Jip is a dog. Polynesia, a parrot. Gub Gub is a baby pig. Okay, these are his favorite animals. Okay, if you can remember them, let's name them one more time. Dab Dab, a duck. Jib, a dog. Jib, the dog. Tutu, an owl. Polynesia, the parrot. Gub Gub, a baby pig. Okay, you will find these animals all the time around Dr. Dolittle, and they are helping him a lot. Let's see what happened next. Okay, the cat's meat man was the only patient for Dr. Dolittle. What do we mean by the cat's meat man? The cat's meat man is the person who sells meat for the cats to eat, okay? He was the only patient, only one patient he had, who is the cat meat man. He liked Dr. Dolittle's book about cats and told him that he had to be a vet instead of being a doctor for people. Okay, The cat's meat man gives Dr. Dolittle an advice, as he saw him love animals a lot, and he is caring about animals. So he told him, you have to be a vet instead of being a people for doctor. Do you think it's a good idea? Yes, it is, as he loves animals so much. The cat's meat man had promised to send all his customers. Customers are the people who go to that man to buy meat for their cats. Okay, who had sick animals to Dr. Dolittle if he become a vet? So, if he changed his career to be a vet, the cat's meat man will send all the people who come to buy meat from him, and they will tell them about Dr. Dolittle to go and buy see their animals there. Okay, Polynesia suggested that Dr. Dolittle had to be a vet too. Do you remember who is Polynesia? Polynesia was his favorite parrot. Okay, also she got the same idea. She told Dr. Dolittle that this idea is a very good one. You have to be a vet instead of being a doctor for people. She told Dr. Dolittle that every animal had its own language. Of course, as we speak together, animals also communicate and speak together, but they have their own languages. We don't speak cat's language, we don't speak horse's language, we don't speak parrot's language, but they can understand each other. Also, animals can understand us. If you have a dog or a pet, you can communicate with this pet. If you give him some orders, he can understand you, but he can't speak your language. What is special about Dr. Dolittle is she taught Dr. Dolittle the language of parrots. So Polynesia, the smart parrot, taught Dr. Dolittle how to speak with parrot. She taught him the parrot's language first, then she taught him the rest of animals' languages. This is very special about Dr. Dolittle. Now he can communicate with animals. He can speak their language also. This is very special. Okay, dogs have their own language. They talk with their ears, noses, and tails. The dogs use their noses, their tails, and their ears to speak with the others. Do you have a dog? Did you ever see your dog moving his tail or moving his ears, trying to move his nose? Did you understand what he said to you? Okay, let's see what our dog told Dr. Dolittle. Okay, they don't always make noise. Dogs are always quiet. They don't make a lot of noise, but they are active. They full of movements. Jip moved his nose to tell Dr. Dolittle that the rain has stopped, and Polynesia understood him. Do you think Dr. Dolittle understand the Jip also? Did he understand him? Yes, he did. As we said before, Polynesia taught him the language of animals. She taught him the parrot's language first, then she taught him all the animals' languages after that. Okay, can you remember why Dr. Dolittle is a special doctor? Exactly. He loves animals so much. He loves animals more than people. Plus, he knows how to communicate with animals now. Okay. Dr. Dolittle became a vet. Okay, this is good because he listened to the advice. He changed his career and he became a vet now. And he helped a sick horse to see better by making glasses for him. This horse was a poor one because he couldn't see well. Dr. Dolittle helped him by making eyeglasses. If you can't see well and you visit a doctor, so what will happen if you start using your eyeglasses? Okay, your eyes will be better. You will see well. This is what happened exactly with the horse. So instead, the horse wanted to say thank you for Dr. Dolittle. But how? How can he say thank you for this doctor? He did that. The horse was pleased. Pleased means happy. And told all his friends about Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle became a famous vet. Okay, all the animals are talking together. All of them told each other about the doctor, especially the horse. He went to his friends and told him about Dr. Dolittle, and he became famous. Do you think he needs money now? No, he doesn't, because now he had a lot of money, because he had a lot of patients. In the opposites, at the beginning of the story, Dr. Dolittle was a poor doctor because he doesn't have any patient. Do you remember why? Yes, because people didn't like his animals, but he had only one patient. Do you remember who is that? Supers. He was the cat's meat man. This is all about chapter 1. I hope you read it again at home. Enjoy the story and meet you next time.